Whenever you're ready.
Have you ever had someone or something make a big impact on your life? Maybe that's your parents or a mentor, or maybe a significant breakup with a long relationship, or maybe a person of faith. In an article titled "Christians Remain the World's Largest Religious Group" by Conrad Hackett and David McClendon of the Pew Research Center, they reported that as of April 5th, 2017, there are 2.3 billion Christians in the world today. That's nearly 1/3 of our overall population in the world. That's truly incredible. And one of those 2.3 billion people significantly made an impact on my life, and his name is Jonathan Pokluda. Jonathan Pokluda significantly impacted my life because he taught me a lot about myself, as well as how to be a passionate follower of Christ in college. JP, I refer to him as JP, he's a pastor at Watermark Community Church in Dallas, and he's the leader of a podcast called The Porch. In this speech, I'm going to be talking to you about JP's upbringing into faith and how JP and The Porch have impacted my life, and why he's my favorite pastor. So my first point being how JP came to this point in his life. According to his bibliography on the Watermark Community Church website, he's around his mid-30s, and he was born in a small town outside of Cuero in South Texas. He grew up in the church, attending 9 years of Catholic school, and although he lived this life of faith in his upbringing, he was still falling into sinful action and found himself very lost and confused throughout his college years. One Sunday morning, he stumbled into Watermark Community Church in Dallas, hungover, and began to take a step in the right direction. Up until that point, he was very empty and lost in his life and had not much direction. But he then found the grace of the gospel and began to make radical life changes in his life. Those radical life changes significantly altered the way he perceived others and himself. He gained a great passion for sharing the gospel with others and making an impact on people, especially in their 20s. Now I'm going to tell you about why JP is my favorite pastor. My first interaction with JP was at a Christian leadership conference in Oklahoma City, and he was one of the main speakers there. He sparked a great interest in me about what it meant to follow Christ in college, and at this conference just really spoke to me personally because of his relatable testimony and story that he had. So after the conference, I began listening to his podcast called The Porch, and it was very enlightening and relatable in the fact that it's geared towards people in their 20s, as ourselves. The Porch is filled with a lot of great knowledge and wisdom, and like I've said, it's extremely relatable and empowering because it's specifically geared towards people our age. And the Porch is actually a place you can go to. Like, you can listen to The Porch online, which is what I do. I haven't been fortunate enough to actually go. But you can go to it, and according to an article by Wikipedia titled Watermark Community Church, the average attendance is anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 people as of June 2017, and that's every week they have that, and that number is increasing. I could go on and on about how JP and The Porch have significantly impacted my life and what it means for me to talk about this with you guys. But unfortunately, I have to wrap things up. So in conclusion, I hope you were able to understand why JP is my favorite pastor and how he has impacted my life. JP is my favorite pastor because he has taught me an immense amount about myself and what it means to be a passionate follower of Christ in college. And I'll leave you with this. According to the New International Version of the Holy Bible, published by the Zondervan House in 2011, Matthew chapter 5, verses 14 through 16 say this: "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. Thank you.